For the past 21 years, I've been searching for the perfect diet, thinking every little symptom I feel in my gut or my face is all to do with food. I'm reacting, I'm allergic to something. What if it was all a waste of time? And disease is all caused in the mind. Apparently it is. German no matters what the...
Let me fly towards my hands, towards my hands.
So a bunch of you monkeys down in the comment section are always telling me, dude, German new medicine, it's the root cause. When are you going to get to the root cause? You're dancing around the diet fire. And so I got curious. I started looking up. There's a Dr. Melissa Sell on YouTube. She's like one of the main promoters of it, and she explains things very well. I've been binge watching her videos, and I was like, damn, that makes sense. Just for those who don't know, German new medicine, there's 5 laws. I will descript them to you. The first law states that a biological shock will result in a lesion in the brain and a simultaneous tissue response in the body. When something emotional happens to you, it's a sudden shock, like, oh my god, a girl you liked in high school said you're ugly, and then she laughed with her friends and walked away. And you're like, and all of a sudden your brain's growing a tumor, and 2 weeks later you have diarrhea, you have no idea why. It's connected to the girl in high school. That's the first law. A thing in your brain grows, and then it's connected to a specific organ. All these different... The girls laughing is one type of disease. The girls saying like, oh, I like your shoes, just joking, that's a different type of embarrassment. And a different tumor will grow in your kidneys instead of the liver. You know what I mean? You following? The second law states that there's 2 possible phases for every shock-initiated disease. And there's a shock phase and a healing phase. And the healing phase will only occur if the initiated shock is resolved. So the girls laugh at you. You're shocked. You're not sick yet. It's only until you realize, hey, I'm okay. Who are those girls? These chatty girls. They don't bother me. I know who I am. I trust that I'm good enough. And then you get sick. And you get the rash on your forehead or something. You're like, damn, what's wrong with me? It's healing. It's a healing rash. You grow a bigger forehead to impress the girls. The third biological law states that the level of the brain which is affected by the shock corresponds with how the tissue will react. This, I don't know, she gets all into evolution. We know we weren't fish. I was never a fish flopping in the water and decided, you know what? I like grass now and I'm gonna walk. That's not how, we were always human. God said so. So like, evolution versus God, God will step on your evolutionists with angry toes. I've seen him do it. So this is just where I feel like the guy who came up with this system got lost in an evolutionary path, and he's describing things as like the old brain, our ancient, million years old, even though the Earth's only 6,000 years old if it was a foot. Old brain versus new brain, so I don't know, just throw out that third law. All right, last 2 laws and then we'll talk. Fourth law states that microbial organisms are an inherent part of the healing and repair phase. So we all get these candida, overgrowth, and like it's helping you. It's almost done once you resolve the mind. It's a good thing. Viruses, bacteria, all that fantastic stuff. And then doctors will be like, oh no, you have an infection. Let's give you antibiotics, which just hold the healing still. They're like, nope. You never complete the healing phase if you go through antibiotic treatments, apparently. And the last law states that what we have come to fear as disease is actually a special biological program that nature intended to strengthen the individual and the species entirely. Once it's gone through the entire process of shock, resolution, and repair, and return to normal, they're stronger after. I have to agree with that, because we've all said that, like, oh, I got sick, I had colitis. It strengthened me. I'm now this like completely different person because I went through the trials and tribulations. So it's like most diseases, if you can overcome them, you get stronger after. So it's true. Totally true. So as you've been witnessing over the past 10 years here on YouTube, I've just been focused almost entirely on my physical body because I had a digestive illness, and the doctor said, oh, your digestion, that has nothing to do with diet, eat whatever you want. They might have been right. They were hiding the truth in plain sight, hoping I would never find it. I was like, you're crazy, it's a digestive illness, of course it has to do with food. It has more to do with your reaction, your thoughts towards food. Like me, I'm allergic to dairy, I think. I think it's just my thoughts thinking that makes me sick when I eat dairy. It's not the dairy itself. I'm not going to try it again. I don't need to test this theory because it hurts. I bleed when I eat it. But my mind is the one making me bleed in a healing fashion. But I bought like 4 books on it. This one is like the textbook where you look up things, certain diseases, like, my God, rosacea. I have some rosacea, but listen to this one. Rosacea is caused by you feeling like you're not a part of your family. You're separate, and you're bringing blood to your face to show them, hey, I'm part of the family. Look, I'm your blood. And that's what you do, because you feel like a lost child of the night. Whereas if you can resolve that, boom. Whereas like in my dietary world, you would think, oh, that's acids coming to toxins. Here's another example. Shoulder pain can be caused by a fight with a loved one. And so listen to this. I have a little dispute here the other day. My girlfriend loves to meditate. It's all peaceful and quiet before work. She's preparing to enter the world of insanity. And she just needs that little bit of quiet time. And I just got a rebounder. I'm jumping. I'm making all kinds of noise. I'm running this distiller, which you could probably hear in the background. And it's just like driving her crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. Can you not exercise? I'm like, I have to exercise. It's morning. It sets me up. I need this. I need to start moving the lymph. And so like we had a little dispute. A couple days later, like we resolved it the next day and it was all good. And then I got the shoulder pain. I was just doing regular push-ups, like loser push-ups, both hands. And I was like, ow, what the hell was that? I resolved it. Our fight ended up in my back, the shoulder blade. Proven by Scientology. That's what happened. Now, I'm not just jumping in. Often when I learn something new like this, I'll just dive all the way in. It's like, yep, every disease is caused by nothing could ever happen. Let's all eat deep fried hamburgers now. It's fine. I think it's a culmination of the mind and the body, and you still eat healthy and you still do stuff, but this is given me something new to focus on. Like, go rework all these traumas, revisit things that have happened to me in the past, because that is likely something happened and caused this digestive upset. So it's like, I can't just focus on diet, because if you don't focus on the mind, you might never do it. But you've heard the stories of people eating healthy and everything turns around. They likely felt better, more energized, and then started thinking of stuff and forgiving the past and working the mental route as well. But I gotta be honest with you, I feel embarrassed just sitting here. Like, I'm still kind of sick. Like, I haven't, obviously, look at my forehead right now. It's like erupted in this rash. Apparently I've already healed the trauma. That's where the rash comes in, so it's a good rash. But like, I'm sitting here, it's been 10 years on YouTube, more than 21 years of like trying to figure out the perfect diet to heal me, and I'm still kind of struggling. Like, I've had moments of perfect health. I feel like, okay, I've had great energy, decent digestion, clear skin, but all at like different times, and I've never been able to just put it all together. And so I'm embarrassed because it's my mind that is the weak aspect. I'm a shattered boy in here, and I'm scared of life and everything. And I have to face these fears to get over it all for once and for all. It's like, it's hard to deal with. And I'm sharing my journey on TV here. And it's like, yeah, all right, there it is. I've been focused all on diet. I'm drinking turpentine. I'm doing all kinds of weird stuff. I just fasted for 5.5 days. Dry, by the way. I think it's time old vegetable police takes a look inside and in there and said, what happened? Who hurt you? You don't heal me, fruit. I heal myself. I just think you're healthy, and therefore my mind creates a nice reaction when I eat you. It's not the fruit that's healing me. Do you ever notice how people go to fast food restaurants? They have perfect skin. I notice it every day. And I see them like, I eat one thing and my face erupts, and I'm like, what the hell? It's my mind is weaker than the fast food freak. That's the embarrassing part. That he's healthier than me in the mind. And he gets to eat McDonald's. I get to eat nothing but unripe peaches. From Alaska. They're from Alaska. Fucking Alaska. But just learning about this stuff has already made a switch in my mind. Like, I get stuck sometimes where I'm just sitting here not sure what to do, not sure the direction to take in life. More music. My videos, are they a waste of time? Am I helping anybody? What am I doing? Cameras all suck. The camera channel's my main business. It's gonna go out of business one day. What do I do? I think my plan, read these books, get familiar with the mind, get a journal, and start writing down every traumatic experience I've ever had and diving deep into it. What happened? What happened that day? I remember getting constipated for the first time in grade 8. Something must have happened. You don't just get constipated one day. It's not, oh, he ate more French fries that day. It was a shock. Something, I was coming of age. I wasn't ready for it. Something was wrong there. A young boy not hit puberty yet, and all the boys are bigger, and girls are they're kissing each other, and I was new to the school. I wasn't ready for it. So that made me constipated. I can't force myself to kiss girls when I don't even have armpit hair. And so I pooed again once, and we resolved it. We haven't resolved it, obviously. So I'm now open to the possibility that my mind is the one creating all these problems, because, like, I'm eating almost nothing but fruit, and things are hard to push through me. And I'm like, there's no way. Fruitarians, constipation's never on the list of symptoms of a fruitarian diet. It's always like, oh man, I'm pooing all day long. This is fantastic. So it's like, I'm not able to push forward in life in some area. I feel stuck. And that's the truth in many areas. On the YouTube channel, with everything. With this house, like, I want to move to St. Catharines and get a house or rent a bigger apartment with more space. We want that. We're growing up this space. We're filling it up. But, like, I can't. My mom is sick here. She's not doing well. I can't just leave her. So, like, I feel stuck in so many areas. It's resembling in my colon, who's like, okay, we're not gonna move either. You ain't moving. There's connections, my friend. So let me know your thoughts about German new medicine. Do you have experience with it? Has it helped you? What connections have you made? Traumas that caused this illness? One frickin' laugh from a girl causes a zit forever. Where did this mole come from? I had a mole young time. What happened there? Something for sure. I'll find it. I'll write it down. So, how you doing? Well, you summing up the video? That's cool. You didn't. The reason you didn't is because you are trying to suppress your emotions by snorting wasabi powder. Just because it works, and it's one of the more enjoyable ways to suppress emotions, doesn't mean that it healed the emotion. You can't just burn it out of your brain with wasabi powder. It's a silly idea you had, and I don't approve of it. I'm gonna leave. How you doing? Are you buying a vegan merino wool shirt? Subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you later.